Now is when the tech news starts. Go! Apple hosted their Worldwide Developers Conference today instead of fixing our iMac and the butterfly keyboards in their MacBook Pros. Yeah, if you're new here, I'm a little harsh on old Macintosh. They can take it. They got lots of money. First off, iOS 12. When it launches this fall, it'll make Siri slightly less useless with shortcuts, essentially a macro app where you can trigger specific actions using custom voice commands.
That already exists on Bixby.
Yeah, exactly. Bixby. iOS 12 will also get grouped notifications like Android, app usage, dashboard, and time limits like Android, customizable Animoji, and the ability to FaceTime up to 32 people, and multiplayer AR experiences on top of it. Apple is also working with Pixar and Adobe on a new standardized AR file format called Universal Scene Description, or USDZ, which will enable easy importing of assets from apps like Photoshop into AR. CarPlay will finally get Google Maps and Waze support. Good to see you learning your place, Apple Maps. It's in the dumpster. Next up, macOS Mojave. I thought we were sticking with the mountain theme here, but I guess the deserts work too. Mojave will bring a dark mode, an app store redesign, and desktop versions of the News, Voice Memos, Home, and Stocks apps from iOS. Desktop stacks are basically folders for the desktop, but they automatically collect random files of the same type so your screen is less cluttered. You'll also be able to do some basic editing and markup using Quick Look in the Finder. That's actually kind of cool. Finally, watchOS 5. It's got automatic workout detection, a walkie-talkie mode so you can feel like Buzz Lightyear, and you'll no longer have to say, "Hey Siri." The assistant will start listening when you simply raise your wrist. It'll be a revolutionary way to accidentally send your friends an audio clip of you talking about them behind their back. Sorry if I just activated all your HomePods, which all of you definitely have.
Lol.
Okay, that's enough Apple, onto our kind of event, Computex. ASUS showed off a ton of new hardware today, including the ROG phone, a 6-inch powerhouse for gamers. You better believe you can game so hard on this thing. It's got a 90 hertz display powered by an overclocked Snapdragon 845 with an Adreno 630 GPU, which could run hot, so there's a game-cool vapor chamber cooling attachment. It's got ultrasonic trigger buttons usable in landscape mode, but if that's not enough, you can use the TwinView controller dock to turn it into a Shield-like device, the mobile desktop dock to game using your PC peripherals, or the WiGig dock to stream to your TV and then play on the third-party GameVice controller. Good gravy, ASUS. You really want this gaming phone to be a thing, huh? The question is, who will be able to afford this that wouldn't just buy a Switch? Or maybe I'm crazy. If you guys are actually interested in this phone, leave a comment below, let us know. It's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Memory Express, my new favorite electronics retailer. Whether you're a gamer, business owner, or literally anyone else, Memory Express is your go-to destination in Canada for electronic products and services. If it uses electricity, there's a good chance Memory Express carries it. And trust me, they have the best electricity. Plus, with their Uber price beat guarantee, they'll beat any authorized Canadian retailer's price by 10% of the difference both in-store and online, so click the link below for all the details.
What does that have to do with Uber though?
Uber price beat guarantee. The cars? Quick Bits! The ROG phone wasn't the only hardware ASUS showed off at Computex. They also presented 3 new high-end monitors, 2 versions of the ROG Strix laptop, one for FPS and one for MOBA players, the Baltius LED mousepad with phone Qi charging, the Delta Type-C gaming headset with a built-in DAC, the company's first all-in-one liquid CPU coolers, the Ryuyo and Ryujin, I can't say that, a lineup of AX Wi-Fi compatible routers, and a full lineup of TUF branded products, including a mouse, keyboard, headset, laptop, and a PC case.
That's a lot of gear!
Good gravy! I already said that earlier. Good gravy. You can be sure Linus Tech Tips will have coverage of a lot of those, maybe all of them, I wouldn't know. NVIDIA unveiled Isaac, a platform powered by Jetson XAVIER, a system on chip intended for AI. At the unveiling, when asked about when we'd see the next GeForce cards, CEO Jensen Huang said a long time from now. But he's gotta be bluffing. He's gotta be bluffing. Good gravy! Microsoft has acquired code hosting service GitHub for $7.5 billion in stock, but if you're concerned about their tyrannical rule, don't worry. GitHub will still operate as an independent company and will remain an open platform. Or so they say. Good gravy! Famous overclocker Kingpin has worked with EVGA to develop an all-in-one liquid CPU cooler that uses liquid nitrogen and automatically overclocks chips. It won't be heading to consumers anytime soon, but it's super cool, just like that gamer phone. This thing rocks hard, man.
Stop. Stop it.
And on a lighter note, Marc Jacobs is releasing a fashion-focused smartwatch called the Riley Touchscreen. That's my name. Do you think he's a fan of the show? Maybe. Hey, that's it for this episode of Techlinked. There was a bit too much tech news today for my liking, so I have to go recover. Subscribe to the channel if you want to. Hit the bell icon if you feel like it. It's time for me to have a burrito bowl.